Okay, here we go. Drills. Basically, what this is a variety of drills over a dominant chord, a 5 chord typically, and then its companion chord, which is technically that's Witt talk, so a 2 minor, so E minor 7 and A7, and sometimes if you're in a bind and you're not sure what to grab, you can almost always grab a 1. One of the inversions of 1 will usually fill in. Depending on where you're going, you might use an augmented or a diminished, but largely it is 2 and 5 and 2 and 5 and 2 and 5, or 5 and 2 and 5 and 2, or some version of. Okay, so here are a few different ways, and then it's up to you to just learn them and experiment with your own ways, and you find the ones that you like. And if you're really methodical and you know them cold, you can play them. You can just mix them up from any degree to any degree at any point in any song. It just depends on how much attention you give it. Okay, that's the pitch. Here we go. So let's just take a A7, and what we're trying to do is, if we had like 2 measures of A7, for instance, right? We're going to color that in. That type of thing. So here's the A7 with the root in the bass, E minor 7 with the 5th in the bass, A9 with the 3rd in the bass, E minor 7 with the flat 7 in the bass. I went back, and then I grabbed an augmented 1. Right, that's what I did that time. One more time. Okay. Now, it could go a little different. It just depends on how much time and how colorful you want to be. But I'll tell you what those were. It starts the same. A7, E minor, A9, E minor 7, A7. You don't absolutely need this top note. This is a 9th technically, but I grab it out of habit, I guess. Depending on what I'm doing, I might just strum to the B string and not acknowledge that one. But okay, the next chord I grabbed was a 1. This is what I meant by a 1 earlier when I give my pitch. It fits in pretty nice and neutral. Next note in the scale, if I'm looking at this note here, which I don't always do. Sometimes I just grab shapes that I like the sound of, or I know, that's an E and that's an A, so I could do an E and an A again, and I just hope for the best. A variety of approaches and results. But this is a 1. This is the E minor with the 3rd in the bass. So it's not really E minor 7, but that's okay. It gets the point across. It's E minor. A7. I start to hear something else. I'm not going to do that. Okay, one more time, just to summarize that. Oh, that one I did a different A7. I'm getting about 19 texts. I can't tell you about what that is. So there's the 1. I got as far as that. I was consistent about that. But you could do E minor and A7, or you could go 1 A7 with a flat 7 in the bass, and then a nice little diminished, G sharp diminished, to 1 with the 5 in the bass. So that's the first one I did, I guess, was just still going to an A7, buying more time on A7, right? I'll just do them both. Here we go. Sorry, one more time. That was 1 to D. Here's the other one. A little slicker, I think. So, let's go down then. D, A7. This is E minor. The 2 and the 4 are a lot like A7. That's a G, right? But it's the same. It's a lot like a 2 with the 3 in the bass. I could go to F here. No, sorry. Hold on, let me do that one more time. From the all the way up, right? That's like a 1. It is definitely a 1. A9, D. So what I'm doing is I'm figuring out as many voicings on with a bass note on the low E, and a bunch of them with the bass note on the A, and then I'm mixing and matching as I need them. I'm taking a lot of shortcuts when I'm describing this, I realize. Okay. I'm going to stop there and make a let's see. I know there was something else was with the minor. We did a G minor, and I put stuff in between it, right? So you could this second topic, G minor with a third in the bass, and another G minor like this one, but we're putting the fifth in the bass. Okay, that's the flat third. That's the root. So first you get that. Now you can superimpose a diminished. Okay. So get comfortable with this. And now play them both, trying to take turns. In other words, G minor. I know this looks like D7, but we're calling it diminished right now. G minor, diminished, G minor, diminished. Because there are 3 G minors and 4 diminished, you play another diminished shape to get back to that G. That's the G minor it's a root, 5. That's the flat 3 there. It's a little uncomfortable, this part of the neck. Down here it's not so bad. Rings a little because it's open. Sorry to improvise with a big hole in my strategy. Okay, so you might try 2 G's, 2 diminished, 2 G's, 2 diminished. That's all right. Why not go up, instead of just going through this cycle, if you can, it's very dramatic to skip an inversion, right? You make up your own. That is not the most methodical way. Just keep, just to, it's a little bit methodical. It has more to do with a flavor, like I learned this stuff by ear, so I miss a lot of technical, mortar and brick and mortar. It's a little more of a house of sticks. Okay, I'm gonna stop there, and there's just lots more to do with this. Applying it to a song is good because, for one, you practice it in a real sense, and 2, the song will, for me anyway, kind of inspire me to come up with different versions of it. What can I do with a 4 chord or a 1 to 4 minor, or using major sevens and major sixes within a major chord, which give you different shapes, which sometimes it's a visual thing. You see something you want to try, or sometimes it's a sound that inspires you to go one way or another. Okay, enjoy that. Thanks.